Santiago del Carmen Maria, the queen of crowning thought. I speak truth unapologetically. It's my reign of reality and empowerment.
MAGA wallets wiped clean. Hey folks, it's November 29, 2025, and oh boy, am I loving this latest train wreck unfolding right in front of our eyes, where all these so-called Trump-tied investments are straight up nosediving into the abyss, absolutely obliterating the wallets of those die-hard MAGA faithful who thought betting on the orange tyrant's name was some genius path to riches. Ha ha. What a bunch of suckers, I mean, come on. Did they really believe that slapping his bloated ego on stocks and crypto would magically turn their pennies into gold just because he slimed his way back into the White House? And now here they are, crying over their evaporated savings while the rest of us point and laugh at how predictably this all blew up in their faces like a bad fireworks show. I tell you, it's downright hilarious watching these MAGA morons get financially gut-punched after pouring their hard-earned cash into crap like the DJT stock for Trump media, which has tanked a whopping 75% since Inauguration Day, wiping out billions in what they called paper gains, but was really just hot air and hype. And get this, the company just reported a $54 million loss for the third quarter. Even though they've got over $3 billion in assets sitting there doing jack shit because user growth is slower than a snail on sedatives and revenue is a joke compared to real platforms that actually work. Oh man, I'd be yelling from the rooftops if I were one of those investors. But instead, they're probably still defending it like it's some holy grail, blaming the deep state or whatever conspiracy du jour excuses their empty bank accounts. And don't even get me started on the crypto side of this disaster, because that's where the real roasting material is, with these Trump-themed tokens crashing 86% since the orange tyrant got sworn in again, turning what was supposed to be digital gold into worthless pixels that aren't even good for wallpaper. And then there's that Melania-inspired coin that's plummeted 99%. Ha, 99 freaking percent. Meaning if you dumped $1,000 into it, you're left with maybe $1 or $2. What a scam. It's like they thought naming it after his wife would make it legit, but nope. It's just another grift that sucked in the gullible faithful and left them holding the bag while the family laughs all the way to the bank, or whatever's left of it after their own bets backfire. Oh, and let's not forget that World Liberty Financial token, the one tied to the whole orange tyrant clan, which launched back in September and has already dropped 40%, because why not add more failure to the pile? It's like everything this guy touches turns to rust instead of gold. And these MAGA idiots keep lining up to get fleeced, treating these investments like some act of loyalty rather than the risky bullshit they are, screaming about how the markets would boom under his genius, but hello, reality check. The fundamentals suck. Earnings are non-existent. And hype only lasts so long before gravity kicks in and sends it all spiraling down, leaving these poor saps with red screens and regrets that could fill a stadium. You know what really cracks me up, though, is how these supporters acted like investing in orange tyrant-branded junk was both a smart financial move and a way to own the libs, posting all over social media about their big wins back when the stock spiked temporarily after the election. But now it's cratered below $15 a share, hitting all-time lows and erasing every bit of that fake bump, and they're probably too stubborn to admit they got played. Still chanting his name while checking their portfolios and seeing nothing but losses that make them wish they'd stuck to lottery tickets instead. Ha ha. Serves them right for believing in a con man who spent his whole life bankrupting businesses. And now he's doing it to their personal finances from afar. I mean, seriously, think about it. These people bet on health care firms and private prison operators tied to his policies, thinking it'd all skyrocket with his second term. But nope, those have trailed the market badly too, because turns out blind faith doesn't pay dividends. And the orange tyrant's so-called Midas touch is more like a curse that turns everything to lead, dragging down anyone dumb enough to hitch their wagon to it. And oh, The schadenfreude is real when you read about small investors who lost 3 times their initial stake if they bought in January. As one guy put it online, but don't worry, he mocked, you can buy more when your Doge check shows up, whatever the hell that means. Probably another pipe dream they're clinging to while their wallets bleed out. And let's be honest here, this isn't just about bad luck. It's about the sheer arrogance of thinking the orange tyrant's name alone could defy market logic, ignoring the sluggish user numbers on his Truth Social platform where revenue is peanuts and losses keep piling up quarter after quarter. With that 54 million hit in Q3 being just the latest slap in the face, and yet his cult keeps defending it, saying it's all part of the plan or blaming external forces instead of admitting they got suckered by a guy who's better at golfing than governing or investing. Yelling about how it's a witch hunt when really it's just capitalism doing what it does to overhyped garbage. But wait, there's more to mock, because even as the company's assets ballooned to $3.1 billion, mostly from cash and crypto bets that backfired spectacularly, like their Bitcoin holdings that tanked along with the market. It's clear this whole operation is reliant on digital assets that fluctuate wilder than the orange tyrant's mood swings, and the faithful who bought in as a show of allegiance are now learning the hard way that markets don't care about your politics. They care about profits. Which this mess ain't delivering, leaving them with a rude awakening and a lot less money for those red hats and rallies. You gotta love the irony, too, how these MAGA types railed against elites in Wall Street, but then dove headfirst into speculative plays tied to the ultimate grifter, only to get wiped out while he probably doesn't lose a wink of sleep over it. Still grifting off merch and donations like nothing happened, and I'd be laughing hysterically if it weren't so pathetic, watching them scramble for excuses as their portfolios nosedive faster than his approval ratings used to. But hey, at least it proves once again that betting on the orange tyrant is a loser's game, and anyone still holding on deserves the financial hangover they're nursing right now. All in all, this nosedive is a beautiful reminder that hype and loyalty don't pay the bills. And for all the MAGA faithful out there with lighter wallets, maybe next time think twice before throwing money at a name that's synonymous with bankruptcy and bad deals. Because this wipeout was as predictable as it is satisfying to watch from the sidelines. Ha, what a shitshow. MAGA, please note, I was not talking to you and I do not need permission to speak up. And God, do I fearlessly speak my mind. I just want to thank you all, like, share, and follow to stay connected. I am Santiago del Carmen Maria, the Queen of Crowning Thoughts, because I say it like it is. Copyright 2025 independent writer, Crowning Thoughts truth speaker, AI video content creator, writer, blogger, Santiago, DC. Maria, all rights reserved.
I speak truth, unapologetic.